Boom kadeem kabam guys, this is Games Techno back with another freaking video, and in this video we'll be going through my favorite Resident Evil 3 remake wallpapers from Wallpaper Engine. As simple as that. Let's kick it off.
Nah, I done grew around some people living their life in bottles. Granddaddy had the golden flask, backdoor every day in Chicago. Some people like the way it feels, some people want to kill.
So at number 10 we've got this wallpaper. Now in this wallpaper we've got Jill Valentine, of course, that is, the main subject of the wallpaper. Plus we've got this, lighting and all of that stuff outside the store, the broken mirror, the store with the broken mirror. Now all of these things, the lighting reflections on the wall, and the smoke going on around here add up to the detail of this wallpaper. But I am quite sure that this is not a manual made wallpaper. It's basically a screen cap of the game. Someone just screen capped the game and made it into a wallpaper. So that's why it's on number 10, because it's a low effort wallpaper, I guess. There's that, Let's just go to a number 9 wallpaper. But again, this is a pretty cool wallpaper. Let's just go to our number 9 pick. Okay, so number 9 pick. Again, we've got a girl, Jill Valentine here, looking into the mirror, just a still photograph. Again, not much work put into this wallpaper either, but the subtle, smoke effect makes this wallpaper look good. That's why I've selected it for number 9. For some people, this pick just might be the number 10th pick, and the number 10th pick just might be the number 9th pick. But if I'm considering other people's opinion, then it can all change. My number 10th pick could be your number 1st pick. So there's that. You can pretty much just, I'm pretty much just saying that you can select whatever wallpaper you like, no matter what ranking I give it. Now the music in the background of this wallpaper is a pretty calm soundtrack, because it, I believe, is the track that plays when you are in a safe room in this game. Pretty good stuff, Now, let's just go to our number 8 pick. Okay, now at number 8 we've got, for the first time, Nemesis, because the last 2 wallpapers had Jill Valentine as the main subject. Okay, as you can see, there's nothing special in this one, though the thing I like the most in this one is the red, the red in this wallpaper. The whole, color that this picture is pretty much depicting is red, and red is the color of anger, I guess. That is what Nemesis represents in the whole game, I think. And the orbs, the fire, or whatever it is that's going on in the background here, and everywhere basically, it just intensifies the vibe of the fear or the anger that Nemesis represents in this game. I mean, this is a still wallpaper again, but this depicts something that is greater than that, that is greater than only a still. So this gives me the vibes, the angry vibes coming from our boy Nemesis. Jill, run! Okay, so it's time for our number 7. Okay, now it's the third wallpaper in which we've got a soundtrack going on. In total it's the 4th one, because we're at number 7. Though it's the 3rd one which has sound. Okay, so this is Jill's desk basically. I think it's the desk in her room, though I haven't played the game, but only judging by the name, of the wallpaper, I'm quite certain that this is the desk of Jill from her room in the game. Now this one includes, tiny bits of details that are looking pretty cool. This again is, I'm quite sure, is a screen cap of game footage or something, but looks pretty funky, the fan going on, moving in this direction and that one, this direction and that one, really. The fan moving is the main thing here that gives this wallpaper the live, the live action pretty much, and the particles in the dark, just like this one, make it look that much cooler. Let's just go to our number 6 pick.
Stars.
Ooh. Stars. Okay. Now the wallpaper that includes these three, this wallpaper, okay, had many iterations. You know, the wallpaper that included Jill, Carlos, and Nemesis. I guess I have to turn the volume down. As cool as it sounds, I gotta turn it down. Well, where you at, brother? Okay. Let me just turn it down and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are after turning the volume down. Now this wallpaper, as you just listened, you know, or just heard rather, has a pretty cool sound effect or background sound going with it that some people might like and some people just might not like, but it's got it there, you know, it's got it. So this wallpaper, including Nemesis, Carlos, and our girl Jill, had quite a bit of iterations, but I like this one the most. Why? Because of the background thing that's going on, you know, that the doom, 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 the intense music, and then Nemesis going stars. I just love that. I just literally love that. And again, another point that the subtle moment going on with Nemesis, Carlos, and Jill is pretty cool. And you know, the thing that they've done with the hair of Jill that makes it move, it just looks that much better. So it just makes it look that much better. I'm trying to say, you know, that's what I'm trying to say, because I always F up what I'm trying to say. There's that. Now let's just jump into our top 5 with our number 5 pick. Okay, another Nemesis wallpaper. Now this is basically the, you know, loading screen. It's just the, you know, title screen or the menu screen of the game. I don't know how the person who's recorded this got rid of the start game option that's right about here. I mean, but however they did that, it just looks awesome, man. It just looks awesome. I mean, the thing he does with his hand, that like he clutches up and I don't know, makes a punch out of his hand. It just looks cool. And the whole tone of this wallpaper, the music going on, just gives a dark and scary vibe. It deserved to be at number 5, and it definitely deserved to be in the top 5 picks. Okay, let's just go to number 4. Rain's going on. Now, this one's from Raccoon City's streets. Look at this beautiful wallpaper. I mean, the details in this one are pretty good. Now look at this. A radio is blinking, you know, or rather the light on the radio is blinking. The ambulance lights, you know, the police lights or the police car lights, the, you know, signboards, everything just is so live in this one. And you know, we've also got the rain going on, and the sounds, I think now they're overwhelming pretty much. It's quite loud. So the zombies are coming up, and Jill Valentine, a badass cop, is in the city. I mean, or rather trying to get out of the city. That would be more feasible of a sentence to say. So this is a pretty funky scene to witness. The smoke, if you haven't noticed, is also going on in the lower half of the wallpaper. If you don't know already, I'm a big fan of these subtle effects, just like the smoke. So this wallpaper, in my eyes, deserved the 4th position in this list. Now we're going to our top 3 picks with the number 3. Boom. Okay, if you have already noticed, then you're right that this one is pretty similar to the last wallpaper, you know, the number 4th wallpaper. But then again, I mean, it just, for me, it just gives more creepy of vibes and more dark vibes than the last one. Because in the last one we had a little bit of hope with Jill Valentine in the picture. In this one we've only got zombie infested streets of Raccoon City that again looks lively because of this fire effects and, you know, the boards again glowing and everything. In this one not every board is glowing, though we've got this, you know, the police car's headlight is emitting lights that is of red and blue color. And zombies are trying to break through the wall and everything, you know. The rain's again going on in this one, and smoke is always I mean, also in this one, also included in this one. Though I'm not quite sure that both of these wallpapers are made by a single person or not, but I love them both. You know, I just figured, I mean, I just found out that this also has got these fire orbs going on from around here, I guess. I mean, this area. Pretty neat stuff. Let's just go to our number 2 pick. I mean, this is again the case where you can swap the 3 and 4 according to your choice, but it's all personal preference, huh? Let's just go to number 2. Ooh, so this is where I've cheated pretty much, you know. This is not a Resident Evil 3 remake wallpaper, but a Resident Evil 3, the original one, 1999 one, Nemesis wallpaper. Basically, the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis wallpaper. But I just couldn't resist adding it on this list of amazing wallpapers that includes Resident Evil 3 remake wallpapers. So, I mean, do I have to say anything about this wallpaper? This is just beauty. This wallpaper right here is beauty. It depicts beauty. I mean, look at the fire effects, look at the glow in the gun, you know, it's of red color, and we've got the glow going on in there, that's of red color. Here we've got the, you know, violet color, and the gun glows literally in violet color. These details just look crazy. And the art, I mean, the person who's drawn this all is a next level artist. Look at Jill. I mean, look at Jill. Who does not have a crush on Jill? Who does not have a crush on Jill after seeing this picture? And of course, we've got a boy Nemesis in the good old version, you know, of him. Because in the remake, they've made quite a bit of changes to his model and all. And here we've got the Resident Evil 3 people who just, I think, I ain't gonna spoil anything of Resident Evil 2, but I'm pretty sure who these people are in the masks and all. I've also seen them in the, you know, Raccoon Operation, I don't know, man, Operation Raccoon City game it is. That's not a pretty good game, you know, that's why I don't know about it. But I know of these persons from Resident Evil 2, so it's looking pretty good as well. I mean, the masks and all have always looked good to me. I don't know who these people are, and okay, though I know the foreground characters, so that's good. So that's why I've selected this wallpaper for number 2, for our number 2 pick. We've got this fire, you know, the Shines, Jill Valentine, and Nemesis. I don't know who this is. I mean, I'm not sure about his name. So now, ladies and gentlemen, hold your breath for the number 1 wallpaper. Ooh, have a look at this one. I mean, I don't know. I'm quite certain at this point that this wallpaper deserves the number 1 spot on this list, but I know that many people can have a different wallpaper in mind. Though the thing that impresses me about this wallpaper, like the last one, I mean the number 2 pick, is the art included in it. I mean, this, look at this masterpiece. I mean, this is a masterpiece of an art piece, if that even makes any sense. Now, also, not only that, the Resident Evil 3 thingy here, look at this, R and E just disappeared and they're just gonna come back, and it just looks so cool. I mean, it looks extravagantly well to me, and it just blows my mind on how cool this effect is. I mean, you can pretty much see where I'm coming from, I guess, you know, if you have the same sense as me, and if you don't, I guess then I mean, this music is too loud, but again, whatever I'm saying should make some sense, I guess. So Nemesis, you know, the spit coming out of it, I just shouldn't be going into the details of his body, but I'm pretty sure that this art is not some fan art, and the developers or the people working on the game, you know, the artists, have pretty much created this one. I mean, I might just die. Wait a second, let me just lower the volume. Oh, it just feels so good. So I'd suggest you lower the volume in this wallpaper's case, or in the other one as well, in which I did, decrease the volume, or just, get rid of it, because music doesn't matter that much for me, though I mostly look for the visual things, that are good in a wallpaper. So I was talking about this Nemesis, and I'm quite sure that, the game studio, the people working in the studio, or the artists of Capcom have drawn this piece of art, and it just looks beautiful. And I mean, let me just clear some doubts. It can be an fan art, because I know there are people out there that are fantabulous artists and that are diehard fans of games that will do this stuff, and it'd be pretty insane if this picture is a fan art. Now this subtle moment, and the moment in the spit, I should be mentioning the saliva part, but whatever it is, I mean, it just looks funky. It just looks funky, funky, funky. I mean, I think saying it thrice does not make it cooler, but maybe it does, I don't know. So that was pretty much it, guys, for the video. And if you liked it, you can, I think you know what to do if you liked it. I'd again like to thank everyone who was involved in making these wallpapers, all the people who have made these wallpapers, the developers of the game and everything. Because, I mean, definitely I'm not gonna get, 100,000 views or something on this video. But still, I want to thank everyone who has been, a part of this, because I personally want to thank these people who have, made these wallpapers for me. And, with these wallpapers, I make this showcase kind of video in which I show you guys the best wallpapers. So I guess it's a pretty good thing. So I'd like to thank everyone who was involved in making these wallpapers and all. And bye bye.